Think everything is in order. First live stream in Mexico. Now I have everything set up. And the plan is to record the live stream for 2, maybe 3 hours maximum. Because I spent so many days, like 2 full weeks without seeing any poker. I need to warm up again. These ranges are very tight. I don't think I have a value bet on the turn. Can 4-bet this end, but I have no information on this guy. Will fold. Just check if everything is in order. Let's see. Ten suited color 3-bet, mainly call. Just playing 6 tables for now. We'll call 1. We can bluff many runouts, especially when the big blind folds. And we are ahead sometimes. I'll actually bluff because I want to raise. I want to increase my aggression on the turn and especially on the river as well. We have so many strong hands. This session is going to be about preflop ranges, simple stuff post-flop, and I will try to do at least 2 or 3 live streams per week. Not full live streams, not full sessions, because I want to focus. The priority here is to focus on the tournaments. And I feel like if I'm playing too many tables, I can't stream. This spot against these two ranges, we have to be somewhat careful, not calling too many hands here. But 8-6, I think we can't fold. We can probably check raise sometimes, let's see. Like I said, the main focus for this stream is going to be the aggression on the turn and on the river, because I have a somewhat small frequency of aggression, especially on the river. And I will this is a spot I will always check. Now I will block that. It's a very good example where I can increase aggression on the river. It's probably too thin as well, but it's going to have lower pairs, 7s, 7x, a7 like he had. This spot we are covering, but I think this deep, I think we can call against these two positions. The amount of times we are going to go all in is very small here, especially with Jack 3. But yeah, I'm going to put somewhat attention on the turn and river aggression. And on the big blind defense as well. And that's it for now. Actually, I will write here. King 7 suited will open. We'll check a lot this spot. Yeah. See bet everything. I'll check fold. This is probably the best top pair check back, but I will see bet for value. Deny equity from. It's going to call a lot with some kings. And probably will check back a lot of rivers. Against the small blind, this guy seems to play a lot of hands, but I'm not sure. Against this size, I would call one. We have equity against some kings. It's going to have a lot of ace high with flush draw. Now he's saying he has ace 9, deuces, 9s. Basically, can have like ace 10 of spades as well. Aces, easy 3-bet. No reason to call here. He has more than us. This ace check is... I have no information on the guy. He's saying like he has ace 9, ace deuces or 9s. We are blocking some draws. Queen jack and jack 10. I don't think people bluff enough here. For that reason, I will fold. Tough fold, but without information on the guy, I think it's very more likely he has like deuces or 9s or 2 pair than jack 10 for example. The question is if he's shoving his 10 of spades, that's a problem. It's possible. It's possible. If he starts to shove his 10 of spades, ace 8, it's only 2 combos as well, but some people will probably do it. Let's see if the chat is working like I want. Not quite, but we are almost there. Yeah, it's too small, the chat. Fives, I don't think we can fold against this size. Can probably the turn. It's going to call with some ace size, ace queen, ace jack. Check 10. Just call. Now fives, I will think a little bit. Here I will bet one big blind. Now I will bet big. And fives I will fold. Yes, a lot of interest in checking back most of a size. He's going to bluff some queen jack, of course. And some flush draws. And that's it. Jack 7, we are covering. I will open raise a lot here. 6-5. And still call. Not sure. I will mark this end. This deep, I'm not sure if I can call actually. Thanks 3x. I'll just fold. That's the problem of calling 6-5 suit to this deep. Now I don't think I can call. I will simplify and see bet range a lot of boards. Especially in the KO tournaments, because we can call raises more often than not. Like this. But this one I will fold. I will see bet again, not very big. Try to make fold the 7. Some jacks. That's another spot of increasing the turn aggression. I should probably use a smaller size than this and value bet some queens. This is check. I can check back, but I will simplify and use this size. Playing 7 tables right now. Queen 7, we are covering everyone except the small blind. I will fold this time, but Queen 8 I will open for sure. Queen 8 suit. we don't cover. I will still raise a lot against some opponents like this one, just because it's easier to play. Post flop. Value at the turn. I can also check call, but I think it's better to value at against some ace size because he snap check the flop. It's going to have a lot of ace size and some king eyes. This is two, so I will check a lot this board. Now I think I can block bet against some ace size again. Just because he snap check the flop, I don't think he has too many bluffs. He can have a lot of jacks as well, because that's why I'm going to value bet small. Here. Can have ace queen, ace jack. These guys can have some kings that check back the flop. I can have, yeah, not too many offsuited aces actually, but I can have ace queen and ace jack and queen jack. I'll try at this end because he seems to fold. This sample is somewhat small, but he seems to fold a very good amount of 3-bet. King 10 suited, I will not fold. This queen 4 was somewhat loose because I rather have ace 3 off, for example, and ace 2 off. 7-6 KO tournament, going to call. 8, I will just call. And I will lead now because I expect him to check a lot. Ace king, ace queen, aces is going to check a lot of his hands. I'll just fold. Now I will elevate against king x, 2 pairs. I lose to ace 10, but that's it. I don't think I can fold. That's good. I don't think I can really bet more than this actually. And I don't have any bluffs basically. That's an argument to use bigger sizes, but I will simplify here. Because his range is going to be very wide as well. Ace 3 suited, we are covering these 3 guys, I will just call. Now he's saying he has what, flaws? And some kings. I split with I can actually bluff and make him fold some splits like king jack, king queen. I don't think I lose. I lose against some ace-x probably. Yeah, let's see. 7-6, okay. He evaluated for me. Could actually be a good idea to make him fold some kings. That's it. This session is going to be very focused on few tables, trying to make good decisions, not too many decisions, because, like I said, I went 2 weeks without playing poker or doing anything about poker. Since I moved out from Portugal to Mexico. I mean, this king 6 suited, I will see bet small. There's a potential to bluff in some runout. Against with this guy on the pot, I'll just fold. This 4 I will probably see bet again, making fold some flush draws and give up the river basically. I don't expect him to fold too many jacks on the river. These kings, I mean, there's nothing to do here. Queens, he has a lot of smaller pairs, some ace size. This guy's going to shove any two basically. But 10 deuce, I think we can't go. Snap shove, just fold. Even against small shove, slow shove. 6 is going all in, most likely. A lot of ships in the middle already. And the plan is going to go all in against one player. That's the best scenario. King 9 still open. Against the blinds, both of them. I'll be somewhat careful in c-betting too much. I will check everything in this board here against these two guys. He's going to have a lot of jacks, a lot of nines, some smaller pairs, and some not too many kings, I would say. I don't think he's going to fold ever Jack 10 or Queen Jack. It's King 9. I don't expect to win very often actually. But I will not bluff this hand. Against this size. Normally I will never fold this hand, but I will fold this time. I will shove. It's going to have weaker kings, Queen Jack, Jack 10. And I don't think I can value bet small because I'm representing a king or better. It's 10 of ultra bet here. It's a 9 and especially against this guy I will just fold. Don't expect him to fold too much. Here I will just c-bet everything and simplify. Oh, you guys are not seeing this table. Okay, never mind. My notes are not updated in this software. These basically are the notes I had like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. Yeah, for now just 7 tables. I will open another table in 15 minutes. And I think I will leave it like that. This guy seems to be very tight. Even King 9 suit I will probably fold or 3-bet. Just covering this guy is very loose probably. I will try to fix the chat. Let's see. 10-7 suited, I will fold, most likely. This deep, this position. Ace check off. I will mark this end to see if I can I can probably shove, because this guy seems to be to open a lot of hands. 30 blinds against a big blind, I can probably shove this hand. In a KO format. In a classic, I will call or 3-bet fold, mainly call, I think. But against this range, versus limp, if this kind of players can shove a lot versus limp here. But if he doesn't do it, we are making a lot of money here. And if he shoves, I will probably fold, I think. Here we are going to call a lot pre-flop, playing in position this deep against a small blind. 5-4 suited. I fold. I think it's better to see bet this size instead of checking and giving free equity. It's going to have a lot of broadways. It's easier to play on the turn. A lot of good incentives to take the lead and bet. Now I will check or bet small. Check. This king deuce. If I want to increase my betting frequency, I think this is the best scenario, and I don't think I need to bet too much. I have a lot of queens. Now I'll bet fold. I almost never see someone pull off this river. And I have a lot of kings. Now if he shoves, even if this guy shoves, I'm going to snap call. This is 9 I open, covering some players. Even if not covering, I will still open. This guy doesn't seem to fold too much against 3-bet. And Queen 7 performs good. And just calling. Now it's a good question. I don't think you can continue. I could actually bet really small on the turn. Just because when we check, we have a very weak range. Here calling, I will call, but against these two players, we have to be somewhat careful. Against these two positions. Now this is the guy that folds a lot towards 3-bet. I will 3-bet his end. This check, I don't think I can fold. Let's see. I think this check is a mistake. I think I need to call, especially covering the guy. Ace 8, there's nothing I can do here. This guy could be bluffing with better hands than ours. I will call. We are covering the opener and the big blind. This guy can still have a lot of aces. I check back the flop. This check is the best hand to 3-bet, but I'm not happy against this guy. Seems to fold very small frequency and 4-bet a lot. When he calls, I expect to be ahead somewhat a good amount all the times. I will see bet this size in this board with pretty much everything. That's an argument to use bigger size with some pairs and some bluffs like Queen Jack. Yeah, Queen Jack, King Jack. That's it, guys. I'll be right back. think this check. And we are back. Let's go. Just record another hour. Possibly another 2 hours, let's see. But I really need to focus on playing poker and just keep the educational content somewhat short and leave the rest for the Discord and just try to win tournaments. In 10 open. And another thing is the weather here is it's like 30 degrees. I need to open the windows. Against these two guys, I will check some hands. This hand is perfect. And we are going to continue a lot. And there's an argument to but because I'm not covering anyone, I will just check back. Now we have a lot of smaller pairs, 9x, some king queen maybe. And when they check again, I will bet big because I'm saying I have a 10 because most of the aces I will bet the flop or the turn. I'm saying I have a 10 or a bluff basically. And yeah, these three. off. This guy seems to play too many hands, probably. His 3 off performs better as a 3-bet preflop, I will say. Make him fold queen 10. Make me fold queen 10. So basically, we played perfect against this guy. But yeah, when we are playing multi-way, we can't just see bet everything with a small size. We have to be somewhat careful, especially against sticky guys. This board, we are going to have some good runouts to bluff, and we are ahead sometimes. It's easy for this guy to see bet everything with his size. I can check raise these hands to deny equity. If he folds hands like 10-9, 10-8, and he's going to call a lot weaker hands, and I have to play faster now. I don't need to bet too much, because I'm betting for value and denying equity basically. Now I will bet. I can check call. I will not fold this king. I can check call or bet very small. I will check call because I don't think I can fold when I bet. It's a very good hand to call down. Unfortunate. Now when he checks, I will bet like I had some jack 10. Put this turn, and I think it's a good size to make him fold some ace eyes, king eyes. Here in the king 4. But yeah, that ace 9 is probably one of the best hands to call down, with ace of spades, blocking aces, blocking his check. Not blocking any Broadway basically. This king suited. In the KO tournament covering the guy, I will call or shove, not for bet to bluff any hand basically. I will say, yeah. I want to shove a little bit wider, not too much. Like ace queen suited. Can call or shove. Now I'm just playing 7 tables and I will open. One more in 20 minutes and another one in 50 minutes. Just because now I will see bet this size probably with everything. Just simplify. Covering, I will raise a lot. 40 blinds deep, I will use 3x or 2.5. It's 7 suited, I can call I think, let's see. Yeah, let's call this in. Playing position. We can't go wrong with that. We are somewhat deep. some potential in this flop. Somewhat weak, I will say. If he bets smaller, I will probably raise. Now against two players, I don't think I can continue. If you were heads up, you can probably raise this kind of backdoor hearts. Maybe 10-9 of hearts. Ace deuce of hearts. It's probably one of the best hands to do it. Queen jack covering a lot of guys. It's a bit wide, but I will open. Five three. Because this guy is somewhat short, I will call. Seems to be a very good hand to continue, but I don't think it is playing this deep. When we hit the 3, we are not going to make a lot of money. Even the 5 is going to check back a lot. Easy betted against two players. This I will check this turn a lot here. Now I don't think I can value it, but it's tempting. Because it's snap check. Snap check, he has a lot of 10s, 8s. Tens and 8s as well. Even not didn't consider to value bet the river. It's interesting. Two. 6-5 suited covering everyone. I don't think I can fold. We'll just call because these guys are somewhat shallow. With a spade I can consider bet small or even bigger. No, I don't think. With a spade it might make sense to bet really small on the turn. Now this is probably the best bluff I have, but I don't. It's going to be very bad if he shoves. I don't need to bet too much because I have a lot of middle pairs. That's what I'm representing, a lot of 9x. These kind of hands don't want to. This guy seems to go into limp shove a lot here. Because I don't think this guy is a fish. Let's see. Yeah. King Queen is tempting to call. Let's see. Says a VKO, I will call. Kings, it's crazy. Looks like he's afraid or something. Queen checks to these positions, I will fold. Yeah, but this KO is too big to fold King Queen. I think he has a lot of pairs. I put a lot of 8s, 8, 7, 6, 5s, 4s, 3s, deuces in this range. And some ace size as well. Plus the bounty, I don't think I can fold. And we are blocking kings and queens, of course. But yeah, I should put a note on it. Here. Like 30 blinds deep, no? 30 blinds. But yeah, when I saw him limp there, looks like his intention was to go into to limp shove a lot. Queen 6 suited, covering everyone, I will open. This guy seems to be inexperienced, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Snap check. This kind of mini 3-bet most of the times is middle part of the range. Of course, it depends on the opponent. Here, I think 9 blinds is the minimum being covered by these two guys. And this guy seems to play a lot of hands. I will use this size or maybe smaller with everything. It's a perfect example of increasing my turn aggression. That's the problem of checking the turn then. That's the problem. But I don't think I can fold. It says what is check. Queen check. When I check the turn, I will never fold the river. Is 5. Is equal. Simplify and bet everything. Against this guy I'm not happy, but I don't think I can fold. The question is if I should lead. And I think yes. Never fold this queen 4. If I raise, do I make him fold better hands? Probably, but I don't think it's worth it. And now I will probably check call. Doesn't make sense to lead too many hands. Yeah, just deny equity. And bet for value against some ace-x with a spade. The initial stack is 50,000 sheep here, just to keep in mind. Bet for value. It's going to have a lot of worst ace-x. And deny equity. If I make him fold 10-9 suited, it's a very good result. Against this guy, I expect him to have a lot of hands. Sixes, I don't think I can do anything different here. Now I will bet big again because I can have some vibes that I want to bluff. I can call with some queen jack, queen 10, some kings as well. Queen 10, I think there's nothing to do than just call. If I were heads up against this guy, I can probably check raise to get the bounty. Yeah, I had some ace high with flush draw. Nines. I just called, nothing to do. 6-4 seems to be somewhat loose. Here I need to use a bigger size because this guy is going to call very wide. Button versus the big blinds. I will use a big size. Or a small one. Yes, a lot of hands that's going to call the turn. I will check a lot this board, but it seems to be one of the few hands that want to bet big, especially in the KO tournament. Can also induce check raises from the big blind with a small size as well. Tens, I don't think I can fold the question, especially against this guy. And covering, I think I want to shove. Especially against this side, it's going to have a lot of ace king and ace queen. With the queen of hearts, I don't think I can fold. Can bluff a lot of turns and rivers. This 5-3, not approaching the bubble, but this deep, I don't think I can call. If he checks, I might actually bet myself. I don't think he calls. With some kings on the turn against that size. And he has a lot of hands that's going to snap fold. It's 9-3 suited, I could open raise to 2.5 as well. I don't think I should fold preflop suited hand. Still somewhat far away from the bubble. But yeah, in this tournament, the two major hands was the king queen against the kings. Against this guy, I want to shove. This guy is somewhat meaningful. And we have a lot of ships. This hand performs well. It's going to have a lot of broadways here. It's going to fold king jack, king 10, queen jack. Maybe king queen off, some players fold. For sure. Many players fold. And I don't think ace 4 off, for example, is strong enough to shove. It could be because it's a KO tournament, but I think it's better to shove ace 4 suit. Queen 8 suited. I could open fold. Could be one of the best hands to open fold, but in a KO tournament, I don't think there's too many incentives to do that, especially against this guy on the big blind. So much big size, I will just call. Seems to have a lot of eights. Check call most of the sizes basically, unless he goes all in. This ace 5 is tempting because the size is so small. We are covering the both of them. And now we just pray we are ahead of some hands, not many. I don't think it makes sense to try to make him fold an 8 here. That's it. Sometimes there's nothing we can do. Easy open covering both of them. Seven eight seems to be very wise, but I could be wrong. Because we have so many ships. I will mark this end to see what is the worst end we can open here. I will say like 10-9 off probably can open. On the hijack. So I think it's going to be 10-9 off. Most of the aces. But let's see. Seven six, I don't think I can shove. And I think it's better to just fold because I expect him to shove almost any two cards when I limp. But let's see the 7-6 as well. And we just wait for aces basically. Against this guy, I think I will be greedy and value bet with a big size. We have a lot of bluffs, like 4x, flush draws, and random bluffs like 7-8, 10-9, Jack-9, something like that. This check I think is better to open instead of shoving, because there are so many players behind us. I will be greedy here and value bet again. I think going all in is being too much greed. Somewhat ambitious. Look, against two players we just fold now. This end you can probably bet bigger on the turn and go all in on the river, but against some players we are just auto-value betting because they are somewhat protected on the flop. Ace-4 I will mainly fold, I think, this deep. Not covering the opener. I will stretch a little bit these hands here and open 6-7 off. these guys don't have too much incentive in playing against me. Queen 8 off, I don't think I can open. In this situation, I will open a lot, but Queen 10 we open, Queen 9 off probably, but yeah, I think we are stretching already a little bit. And we'll mainly open high cards like most of the aces. Many kings and many suited hands as well. Jack 10 suited could be a mix between 3-bet or call. I'm not covering this guy. I think I will just fold. With 5 we are covering the opener. Approaching the bubble. You have to be somewhat careful. He's going to have a very strong range here. I don't think I even can call this hand. Against this guy I will shove Queen Jack. I will not. We have no full equity. This, I will say this c-bet, especially this guy, screams confidence. I don't think he ever folds. When he has a hand like he's going to snap fold, I expect him to c-bet a little bit more. Like 1.3, 1.5. When this kind of tight guys, this seems to be tight. C-bet one big blind. I don't think they will ever fold. This Queen 9 is probably a shove as well against. This guy doesn't seem to open a lot actually. This King 3, I'm not going to bluff these hands and not value bet, just check. A7 I will raise call. I think performs much better than just shoving. We are going to raise a lot of trashy hands as well. this guy had like 15 big blinds, I will open shove these kind of hands. Against this guy I will just fold.
Emma.
No. ¿Dónde está Emma?
No, Emma. ¿Qué tal tu poema?
King Jack all in. 8 blinds. Está ele. Emma, ¿qué estás haciendo, Emma? Is king, hoping everyone goes all in. Boo. I will bet a lot in this situation, covering the opponents. It's a very small size with a lot of hands. He has no incentive in raising in bluff. And we have the top of the range, he doesn't. No, he's going to call with a lot of ace worse ace size. Going to increase my frequency of aggression on the turn. I think it's suited. But because they have the initial bounty, I will fold. Otherwise, I will call. This is the same spot, this king 10 of the other end. I will just open and call against the small blind. If he has like 15 blinds, I will start to open shove. 15, 14, maybe 16, something like that. But I'm not happy because this range is somewhat tight. The KO is small. The only good thing is my stack, basically. and the fact that I'm going to open a lot of hands in this situation. Queen e2 I will shove. H2 I will open. Blocking the ace. Covering everyone. See bet a lot. My perceived range has a lot of continues on the flop. I don't expect him to check raise a lot. H7 I will call. Is king the dream? H7 is interesting. I will call some fours, some deuces. Now is the perfect card to bluff. Yeah. Just make him fold some king eyes, some ace eyes, probably. We'll close a little bit the lights behind me. Now we'll fold these tools because there's somewhat too big stacks behind me. I have to be somewhat careful. That's why I need to pay attention. Every hand, especially in the KO tournament. The same here is somewhat different because both blinds are short. I'll still fold. Time's approaching the bubble, I will just go all in. I'm not going to open too many hands here. He called with queen 9. It's okay. E6 suited, I have 14 blinds. Real open. I don't think this table is too much aggressive. I will call a lot, but 10-3 here is too weak. King Jack all in. King Jack suited, I could go all in as well, but I prefer to call. Queen Jack suited. Again, the same story of the other end. Will fold. I was thinking which hands make sense to bluff. I think I prefer to have some kind of draw, which is not the flush draw. Some straight draw. Something like that. With not too much equity. E7 I will open, covering these two guys. Approaching the bubble. I have to be somewhat careful with these two guys. Let's see if they are active. Yes, they are. I'll still fold because this ring is tight. And my hand is very weak. And the KO is small. Yeah. King Jack. Take 5. Check back. I'll bet small a lot of turns when they check back again. Representing middle pairs. I think 2 blinds performs better. And if this guy puts chips in the middle, I'll just fold. sixes against 3 bets, and yeah, just have to fold. And that's it, guys. See you in and we are back. I'll probably record just another hour. Let's see. And keep this stream short and simple instead of burning out, and try to be consistent. Now I'm playing 9 tables, I have to be somewhat careful with time banks. Let's go. Just let's see if this is working properly. Yeah. Leave it like this for now. And myself, I will not try to register too many tournaments, especially in these first sessions after break, after moving out to Mexico. Here, Lucius, I will against these rings is very. I will still show. Yeah, I will try to keep this stream simple. Here I had on the flop against some hands. It's going to have a lot of super strong this win. It's going to have a lot of trashy hands as well. Now it's easy to play. I don't think there's merits to go all in on the turn because it can have so many bluffs. Let's see. Snap check. He can have for sure flush draws that give up on the river, some jack X. He can use that size to make me fold a lot of pairs on the flop. Now it's a very tricky spot. Actually, I have no idea. I have record mark this hand and probably falls. Actually, I'm not sure. Against a big blind, we'll simplify at this size with everything. .5 and this guy shows I have a very strong range. I don't think I can go all in. I don't think I can fold this king 9 as well. This queen 8 also. It is what it is, my friend. I don't think I can fold. Let's put this one and this one. Against this guy, I don't think there's merit to go all in. Just hoping he gives up with some flush draws, but 6-4 off. There's nothing to do here. Basically, they're just hoping he doesn't bet fives or fours or threes. That's the only thing. Despite that, I don't think I ever win this hand. This deep, I'm going to have a lot of limps. Can bet very comfortable and call raises because we are covering the guy. This 10, I don't think I can fold. Check 5. I will value weight. Guess to call with some 8s, some ace size. Sixes is a very good question. I will see this hand after the stream. Sixes against MP. We are covering these guys, everyone. somewhat deep. It's king 10. King 10 suited I probably should. Make him fold a 9 or worse. Does he fold queen jack in queen 10? Can have 9x of hearts as well, but yes, too many kings, I think. And ace x of hearts as well. The only question if he's folding queen 10 and queen jack. If he folds that kind of hands, I should probably bet the river. This guy is saying he has like king queen that check the flop. I have no idea what he has, like 8s or something. 8-7. It's very tempting. This jack 10 suited. I will raise and try to go all in against this guy. This guy doesn't seem to open a lot of hands, and for that reason I will just call. I kinda want to snap for the flop already. King 6 is very break even or losing money against this kind of range. Now I can't even check raise the flop comfortably because this range is super strong. Can check call here or bet small again. I will check. The only thing I don't like in this ace queen, he seems to fold a lot against 3-bet, so he doesn't have too many hands. He has a lot of pairs, flush draws, some backdoors, not many. I don't think I can fold this queen, let's see. Unlucky, unlucky. If he check the 7, that's another reason to not fold his queen when he goes all in, because he's not value betting too wide. When he bets, he has a lot of bluffs. If he value bets the 7 on the river, you have power to call with this queen is somewhat bad. Starts to be bad. Ace 3 off against a tight player. I just want to fold. Approaching the bubble, I would fold. I will call one here and see what this guy does on the turn. Six sevens on the bubble. I don't think I can fold, but I'm not too happy. Can I fold? This guy seems to be very tight. I will not. Queen. Sevens might be a fold in that spot, especially with this guy opening the hand. I mean, a normal chip leader will open a lot of hands here with this guy short and approaching the bubble, but expect this guy to open a lot here. I will check and bluff and bet some turns and rivers. Just because I don't expect him to fold too much on this flop. Value bet against some size. And Broadways. I would fold. Yes, he can have some broadways, but I expect him to call a lot of his eyes and not raise. He can have all the tens, all the nines. This three, I got two cold calls. I mean, I think I have enough equity to go all in against these guys. And probably fold against this guy. Yeah. Yes, too many medium pairs. There's no other end that makes sense to go all in there. Another spot that I will go and raise a lot. Just try to make him call some lower pairs. Against this size I will fold. Actually, it's tricky. Yeah. Against this guy, I want to shove. I expect this guy to fold a lot and open a lot as well. This guy is short, I am short, he's covering everyone. We have equity. Yes, he's going to call a little bit wide, but not too very wide, because my KO is not too big in this phase of the tournament. It's Jack going all in, most likely. Even if this guy 3-bets. I need suited covering this guy and this guy. Same here. Covering, if I'm not covering the big blind here, probably not open design. Just because they can shove a lot against me. This 9-8, there's nothing to do. This guy has a lot of Queen Jack, Queen 10, King 10, something like that. Jacks. It's not going to fold ever. When he snap checks the flop on the turn. Against this player, I prefer to be the aggression instead of calling his bets, basically. King Queen suited, I can do whatever I want. Go all in or call. Seems to raise a lot. I will just go all in and simplify. Ace deuce. Try to win at showdown, but I win against some kings, king 10, something like that. Ace 3. Ace 3 off. This tournament crashed or something. I don't know what happened here. I will stop entering tournaments and focus on this deep run and the tournaments I have. I have just 5 tournaments for now. And I will slowly increase the volume over sessions. I need to adapt to the weather and to the change of the time. It's like 4 p.m. in the afternoon here. I will see that because I have more ships than him. Can easily call burst arrays. Here, for example, I will check back much more often. I don't want to implode the pot on the flop. The turn, he snap checks the turn, he has some kind of showdown value probably, some ace high, some deuce or 7. I will see again. Do I want? I don't think so. King 3, something like that. It's okay, my friend. This size, I don't think I can fold never. Call, see the turn. We still lose against some bluffs like ace 10, ace jack. You can have king jack, king 10, kings. Hands like king 9 suit. Now it's difficult to starts to become difficult to have bluffs, but you can. The only bluff I think you can have is like king jack of diamonds or something like that. I don't think I can call. It's 3x. I really don't want to go all in. And win both. Nice. Yeah, and I'm going to be somewhat tight, not covering anyone. Bet small, try to can actually bet big, try to make him fold a lot of hands. Another effective way to increase the turn aggression, but they don't agree with me. By 4 off. This guy is clearly inexperienced. Then I will call, covering this guy and playing in position against this one. 5-9 suit, 5-9 suited. 2.5. This guy seems to be tight. I just want to fold. Here I will call. Not too many raises here. I don't think I have a value bet. I expect him to check ace king, aces, king queen. And I don't expect to win very often. And I don't want to transform my hand into bluff in this tournament. He's saying he has aces, king, queen, is king. Let's check. Okay. Could probably fold if I'm going to be disciplined. Just call is a check suited. E7. Against the 12 blinds open raise, I will shove because I'm blocking the strongest hands. Check back a lot here, let him bluff. I kind of want to raise the turn. Against 2.5, I'll just fold. I think he bets bigger with his best hands. try to win the KO. And I will probably do a thin belly weight. It's a lot of kings, queens, weaker aces. This guy folds. Or what happened? Check 9. Covering these two. Split. Split. Then deuce against this guy with no small blind. It's very weak. I don't think I can call. That's it. I will record another 5 minutes until the end of this hour, and that's it. I will try to. Ooh, this KO is big, but 10-3 off is very weak. I will try to do 3 live streams a week. 2 or 3. And try to be more consistent now that I am settled in Mexico. It's tempting, but I kinda want to go all in. Against this size, he's saying he has an 8. The problem is I can't call the river. That's the problem. This 5-7 is probably the best hand to bluff turn in many rivers, not blocking flush draws. 5s against this guy. I kinda want to just go all in. He has more than us. I will lean. Now I just go all in. Bet small here. Another example of increasing the aggression on the turn. I will check a lot of. I will check many times that turn. I kinda want to go all in against this guy. I could probably do it. But the sample is not big enough. Yeah, but that's it, guys. The main focus of this session was to just put less volume, pay attention to the aggression on the turn and on the river especially. Pay attention to the big blind defense as well, preflop. And we go from here. Today is Thursday. I will try to do another live stream, probably Saturday. And another one Monday. Something like that. And keep it like this, like 3, maximum 4 hours per stream. Just to not burn out, basically. To pay close attention to the tournaments. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And see you in the next one.